Yep. 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 We up in here. Me and D to the Bailey. Yeah, I gotta remove something around here a little bit. Well, I had a package. Got a package that I got. I like getting packages. I send packages to myself. And hold on, let me get in here with y'all. Yeah, I send packages to myself, man. But I don't like when I get all of them. I like to always be expecting something coming in the mail. Yeah. I see what you got down there, brother. I'm only a messenger. So a little bit different today. I'm messing with coffee, which I shouldn't have. Probably just gonna drink half of it, about 3 or 4 ounces. That's it. If I drink more than that, I'll be running all over the place. I'm gonna be running. Yeah. Shoot. I've been noticing on a lot of these different forums or apps or whatever. Did people think that you look at it like the guys are a bunch of guys are trolls, right? So the guys are usually the trolls, right? That's not what I'm finding out. I'm finding out that there's a substantial amount of women that are trolls. I mean, a lot. I'm like, wow, why is so many? There's so many girl trolls. It don't make sense, man. I got girl trolls bothering me all the time. I don't even know this code. What? See. You guys got to explain to me, okay? Or tell me if I explain this right, because I don't know if I'm explaining it right or not. So this whole thing where they're doing this so-called catfishing thing. So what is that? Is that people just that's people just taking other people's identities and leading people on to make them think that they're interested in them, or is it something else? Or am I missing it? Somebody explain that to me before we get stuck. Yo, this so I can do my public address to get people straight again. D to the Bailey, they're not getting it, and I don't know. Shit, it's my voice, our forum. I'm gonna talk heavy anyway because I got to. It makes me. I think too much. I'm a heavy thinker, and I have to be. When you're blessed up, you're a heavy thinker because that's the only reason you're going to be a heavy thinker. And I'm not talking about science and stuff like that, but I'm saying you think about all the bullshit that people put you through. The stuff that you have to go through, even from infancy all the way through your whole adulthood, all the way through life. That somebody is controlling you, but you're thinking you're free, but you're being controlled. You don't even know. You're being controlled from day one. As soon as you get here, you're being controlled. Your mother's not even the first person to touch you. She should be, but she's not. Or if she's not the first, she should at least be second. She's not even the second. She's not handling you. Okay. So I do have it. So I do got it. Okay. It's just so that means I'm being catfished then. That means I'm being catfished on top of that. I'm not, but I'm being catfished in a different way because I don't think people are using me for um for far as like to get any kind of advantage on somebody or something like that. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not being catfished in that sense. Whereas there are people that are actually being catfished for a real strange crazy ass reason. At least I'm not one of those. At least I'm not getting catfished in that way. So I don't really care. And that happened to me like a long time. It's been happening like a long time, so I'm not really tripping. So don't trip about it if it's not going to affect you or nothing like that. No, don't trip, or just don't trip anyway. You know what I mean? Or just don't trip. No, what I was bringing up the trolls though, because girls is just like, I want to be your friend. I'm like, why you want to be my friend? I don't want to be your friend. I don't know you. And I want to know you. Like if your head is covered up, yeah, your head is covered up. You got a nice long dress on or something like that. Yeah, I probably want to know you because there's probably another reason. Because the reason behind you wanting to know me is going to be different than you wanting to know me and you ain't got no clothes on. If you ain't got no clothes on and you want to know me, then I probably don't want to know you because I'm not 20 years old. I'm not 19 years old. So 19-year-olds, they want that because they're not. I'm not trying to get into their brain because their booty got into the brain already. So I'm not trying to get there. But we try to keep. So we go from one topic for every discussion. We go to another situation. But if you notice our conversations is just up and down. It's just a wave. So our conversations is just it's just a wave. It's just a waveform. You know what I mean? So that's the way that our conversation goes. It just goes in a wave. You know what I mean? But it's line. It's linear. We try to keep it in a line. So we go from one step, and then sometimes we gotta like we don't necessarily circle back, but we do a reference. It's almost like this is see our timeline is so we going out to what they call future. It's not really future, but we look at it that way. So we always got to reach back to find stuff that we talked about. Like so, remember we talked about that before, right? And so that's just the same thing with like ancestral things. Ancestral things is they told you something, and then you don't get it. Uh, you don't get it. You know what I mean? Even though your ancestors told you, right? I like to put it in a certain way because Derek Brady, people don't understand the reason we use. And don't worry, I'm gonna split all y'all out in a second. Um, but people don't understand the reason we use, certain speech. Like why aren't you direct? Because when you try to directly explain something to somebody, they don't get it. So you more or less have to use parables in order for them to get it. Because the parable is not for everybody to get. The parable is for those who the message is for. The parable is to keep the ones that are confused, is to keep their ass stupid. Or also, it's twofold. It's also made to make them curious enough to find out what the hell's really going on. But a lot of times they just won't want to know what's going on. And that's why I love to use the parables, the different situations. Like if I say this, if I say that a snake is is one of the few animals, it's a reptile. It's one of the few animals that is supposed to or that uses besides the spider. This uses a type. There's other animals. I'm not trying to get into the whole animal kingdom, the whole world of animals. No, but if you use the snake for example, he fits a couple of things. He fits the split tongue, and he fits the venom. Right now, it just so happens that we have a medical symbol with a couple of snakes on it, and that's split. They got two different snakes, right? So that's more than just a split. And so if I tell Derek Bailey, so Derek Bailey, this message is for you, that we're not supposed to accept any kind of venom from anybody, no snake or no person, that we're not supposed to be accepting any kind of venom. I'm not saying that we have not accepted venom, but they have been venomizing us for a long time. And thus, a lot of times, a lot of us have a lot more brain damage than we really feel like we have. Because people, for the most part, I'm going to tell you this, people are crazier than what you think they are. The ones you think are sane, they're a lot crazier than what you think they are. People are naturally crazy, and you wonder why. because people are just naturally crazy. And this is not out to anybody. Like if you went out and got injected, that's you. And I said you can have mine. You can bend over and take my injection too. You can take mine. If they want to give you another one, take it. Just say, oh yeah, I want to take Eagle's injection. Go ahead and get mine too. This is not the point. I'm not even going to sit here and talk about this over and over again. All I'm saying is that you got people that are crazy or not. It's not just, see, the parable, what people didn't get right now is they thought I was talking about one thing, but I'm not even talking about that. See, that's why I said it was for Derek Bailey, because a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people thinking, oh, shots and stuff like, no, it's not. You can be injected a lot of ways. You could be mentally injected. See, but I didn't want to break all that down. Derek Bailey already get it. I got a couple of people that understand, so that's for them. It's not for everybody. You're not supposed to be sitting there getting injected and stuff. Oh, yeah, and I sent that out to you, Derek Bailey. Oh, yeah, you got it the other day. Yeah. If you guys understand what I'm saying. And we're going to get into this whole thing where, we take different angles on it in the first place. So you guys aren't, so you're not going to be able to hide. And when I say hide, I'm talking about the fighters. You fighters cannot hide. Not in Eagles Web. You're not hiding. Because we see what you're doing. And we just talk about the injections, but it's also the cover up, the cover up. I'm covering up now. So what the hell are you hiding for? If you're in plain public, how hard is it? Anybody answer me this question right now? How hard is it today to actually hide if you're a public figure? How hard is it to hide? You're a public figure, you live in the city. Any major city. How hard is it to hide? You got to play that vampire role, right? Don't you got to come out at night? If you want to be hidden, you got to bring your ass out at night. And we're gonna get in on you guys because we need money too. We need money too. Put it that way. We need money too. Me and Yasser Hussein, we need money. But I can almost guarantee you that we're not going to work and just saying like, hey, I need my double pay. My little brother out there, Gil Coles. I know Gil Coles ain't just going into work talking about, nah, you're gonna have to. This COVID and shit got me hurting at home. Y'all gonna have to stamp it up. I need to step up and pay. Hell no. $150 an hour ain't good enough for me. Y'all gonna have to step that up. I'm gonna need at least $225. I'm gonna say I'll take a minimum of $225 to $300 an hour. That's my that's my wage now. But anyway, let me get to y'all. Derek Bailey out there. Salute to Derek Bailey. He said salute to Eagles Web Boxing. That's right. Gil Cole said sup Eagles Web. He said damn the money. They should just fight for respect and glory. He crying. Yeah, salute to Gil Coles. But yeah, we'll see if they gonna do all that, man. We gonna see. I think my video has stopped, man. I don't even know if y'all hear me anymore. Let me see. Yeah, my video I think is still, I don't know. It looked like everything froze up. As long as y'all can hear me, just ignore. I'm still saluting y'all out. So if the video stopped, we're not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna worry about it. You feel me? If the video went out, y'all know Eagle still saluting y'all out. So we'll just go from there. But anyway, Derek Bailey is salute at Gil Coles. I'll read them out now. Yasser Hussein. Salute to Yasser Hussein. I say Hussein. Usain Bolt. Hussein is out there. He says, salute Eagle. Yasser Hussein again is at Derek Bailey. Yep, and that's what happened. It looked like we lost some camera power, but let's see. Maybe we can. Let's just try it again. Let's see. I don't really like doing this when we're live, but hey, sometimes when technical difficulties happen, yeah, they happen. And yeah, it's just my camera done died out on me. It looks like the camera dead, man. The camera done died, y'all. We're going to have to regenerate. I'm not going to start to. I know what I probably have to do. I probably have to restart because it says I need. I hate this shit, man. That you always got some kind of update. I hate it. Because when you don't do your update on time, then it's like, oh, well, we're going to screw with your system. But it's all cool. It's all good. If y'all want to mess with my stream like that, as long as if my fellas can hear me and the girls can hear me, whatever. Just give my damn thumbs up. If you're coming in here, even if you're visiting in and out, whatever. If you took the time to come in Eagles Web, take time to hit that thumbs up. But let me finish. Let me finish getting through here. Salute at Derek Beatty and at Gil Coles. That come from Yasser Hussein. Gil Coles at Derek Beatty. He said, sup, homie? Derek Beatty, he said, salute at Yasser Hussein. And then Gil Coles at Yasser Hussein. He went to 100 up there. Derek Beatty replying to my question about the catfish. He said, yep, pretty much. That's what it go. That's what it do on there. Yasser Hussein, he said, that's what catfishing is. More or less, he laughing out loud. He said, Gil Coles said, don't fall for it, Eagles Web. He cried. Yasser cried. A lot of times, they aren't even women. Yeah, there you go, Derek Beatty. Yeah, trying to trick you. So I'm not saying I don't fall into that category. That's what I was trying to tell you. I don't fall into that same category, the woman category, nothing like. I don't fall in that one. Yeah. Because my girl ain't no catfish, but I'm saying I don't fall in for that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But she gets mad about stuff like that because I do stuff online sometimes, and she's on there, and she get mad. She be getting mad as hell. But she don't even know if it's a girl or not. I'm like, you don't even know if it's a girl? I said, I don't even know if it's a girl. Oh, you like her and this and that, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Gil Coles, don't be out there and sending the deep pics. No, brother, not me. Derek Beatty laughing out loud and Gil Coles crying. Y'all sure who say that Gil Coles remember World Breaker? Said World Breaker. With the deep pics out there, huh? Derek Beatty said exactly as y'all sure saying. He has a new channel now. And then Gil Coles said, y'all ain't right. And then Yasser Hussein, he said that Derek Beatty, I heard he's a lion killer now. Okay, the lion killer. Derek Beatty again laughing out loud at Yasser Hussein. He said, yep. Gil Coles said, here we go. And then, I don't know, this guy didn't come in and say hello, but he's asking questions. Eagles Web, we said we are looking for boxing influencers to come on our podcast and all major platforms. He said, you interested? If it's serious stuff, then we'll see. I don't know if we know that much about you, Muggamon. I don't know what kind of name you got, but okay, brother. If you're a good guy, we'll come see about it. Yeah. Okay, Derek Bay said, I watched that video too. Okay, there we go. And Mark Wilder, he said, why you get rid of Mugga, guys? He's a true gent. I don't know. Did y'all see? I don't even know. Did y'all smash him up? I don't think they smashed him up. No more, no rumors, man. Don't come in here with no rumors and stuff. I don't see that he's gone. No, he just got quiet. I mean, when you come in and say something, then you have to talk. I mean, you have to keep talking. You can't come in and say something and then all of a sudden just quit. That's not how a conversation. I'm not saying come in. I'm not saying that you come in and disturb the chat, because that's in Eagles Web. That's probably Eagles Web etiquette 101, and maybe not even 101. What's lower than 101? 401 or something. 401, one of those high numbers that 1157. One of those just beginning things. That's way back there before you even get to the lower numbers. That's way back there. I think the highest is double digits when it comes to college courses. It's double digits. I don't know why they do that. The higher the digit, the lower it is, and then when it gets low, like you go down to ones and stuff, and then you jump back up. It's just crazy. Like you'll take a 1A, something like that, 1B, and then you go up to like 12, and that's more like specific. But anyway, yeah, I didn't want to try to explain all that, but yeah, that should let you know. Don't come in here with that. But if you're gonna come in and like, then come in and like, hit the thumbs up. We'll probably get to you. This is Friday. Friday we usually do what we call a wrap up. So Friday, So Friday we do a rap. Gil, you got to, and Gil, I'm looking way at the bottom. Gil, you have to put on, you got to hit live. You probably got top chat or something like that. Hit my thumbs up, Gil. Gil's not even hitting my thumbs up. We got a Mark Wilder in here, and we got a Mugga Moan, and then Mark Wilder came right back, and then he's hollering at Derek Bailey. I guess Derek Bailey knows him. I'm not really sure. Okay, Mark Wilder said he part of the DMX podcast. Okay, why you get rid of? Yeah, I don't get rid of nobody, man. Don't come in. But don't. One thing you don't want to do, Mark, is don't come in accusing the host of doing things that the host didn't do. That's what you don't want to do. Because the mods right here, they read what you write, and then they'll be like, well, they gonna feel like you trolling. And we got something special for people that come in trolling. You know what I mean? We got something special. I don't even have. This is old for my fighters or my people in here. See, that's what it's about right there. For my people that come in, and I don't even have to. I don't have to say anything to them. They already know. They know what to do. So they all professionals, man. That's one thing. You come in here, just be professional. We know it's a chat. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. If you guys coming in here, and you're saying certain stuff, make sure that you know who you know. Don't just pick people out. Don't just go by the alphabets and shit. Pick people out by, because Derek Bailey, already in the alphabet, you're going to pick him first. Don't go down the list. Don't go from him and then Gil Coles and then Yasser and stuff like that. Don't do that. Just start picking people out randomly and talking to them. Because if you don't know them like that, then they're going to let me know. And then on top of that, then they're going to watch out like, okay, now I got to watch out for him because I'm not sure. But then again, Yasser Hussein is up in there. He said, very hard to hide even at night. People are awake all the time in the cities. That's right. They're always awake. And what they call it, you don't hear about it that much no more. Remember that the paparazzi? They used to always talking about the paparazzi, right? Paparazzi. So if the paparazzi, so it's just new media now, but it used to be. Remember the paparazzi? That's how we had the. When was that the biggest? That was the biggest when y'all was babies, right? In the 90s. That's right. I'm still gonna call y'all babies. I don't know how old y'all is. I don't care. I know a couple of people come in here is 50 and 60, but I don't care. Y'all still my kids. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're 85 years old. I still call you. I see girls. I don't care. They senior citizens. I call them girls. How you girls doing today? They still girls. I grew up with them being girls. They still girls. And plus, I don't trust calling anybody a woman no more because you don't even know. And be careful, Derek Bailey, when somebody says lady. That's a clue right there. That's a key. That is a key. And that's only for people that's just aware of their surroundings. If somebody calls somebody a lady, be careful when somebody says lady. And I don't care who you think it is. But if they start off with lady, be careful. I'm just telling you, just be careful. A lady is different than a woman. That's right, though. But y'all, sir, you right, though. They trying to hide out. You can't hide out because they going to catch you. And then here's another thing, y'all, sir, is people know where your ass live at. Even if you don't think they know, somebody in their neighborhood is going to tell on them anyway. Huh? Somebody in their neighborhood going to tell on them. You know what I mean? They're going to be, oh, yeah, I live right next to, see? Right next to him. I live right next to Lopez. Why I mentioned Lopez? Yeah, I'm not going to get all on Lopez, but Lopez, you asking for money. Just like I said, man, ain't nobody paying us like that. Right now, this week, I need to make X amount of dollars. X is unknown to y'all. It's known to me. I'm probably not going to make that. And yes, I hustle my ass off on Saturday. I got to work all day Saturday to try to get the money. You know what I mean? I got to be careful. But I got to work my ass off. Derek ain't going to send me no check. And Derek, I didn't forget about you. I'm working on something that so everybody can go crazy about. You know what I mean? Yeah, I always got to have something from my brothers. We try to do stuff different, but I think a lot of times, like I said, I think long. I don't try to do stuff like I used to be like quick at the draw, like, oh, let's get it done. Can't do that. So I need to think long about it. I want something to go into it to where, it's just so meaningful. I like to do stuff that's real meaningful. I don't like to just do the average bullshit. I do that okay, now I'll be honest. I'll tell you the truth. For certain people, now these people I just don't know. And, I like to, you like to be prideful when it comes to doing stuff. But sometimes you'll be like, let me get him out of my face, or let me get her out of my face. And you just hook them up. That's it. Yeah, but we're supposed to have, just thinking of that, we're supposed to have our event this year. And Eagle's way out of shape. I'm out of shape to the fact that I'm out of dancing shape. I'm not all flabby and fat. I'm a little fat. Everybody got a little fat on them. That's good. You got to have a little fat so you can have something to work off. If you're all skin and bones and you're working out, you don't see no progress. Like, oh shit, I'm still skin and bones. But if you got a little bit of flab on you, need to be okay. I'll work that off. It just makes you feel better. Like, yeah, I could do that. I like showing off. You get to a point where you like showing off. I gotta get in dance shape. So hopefully it comes true, man. I'll try to take y'all to the event, man. But make sure you're a sub on my other channel though, on my native channel, so that way I can broadcast it to you. We'll figure out. Maybe I'll do a Facebook or something like that live or something like that, or Twitch. You guys might have to get Twitch, and then you can get me on Twitch, and I'll give you my my name on Twitch. I don't use it, but when it comes to something that if it's interesting like that, I'll let somebody handle that, so we can take care of our side of the business. Our side of the business is the right side of the business because our side of the business talks the real talk, and we don't hide nothing. See, the thing about it, y'all, sir, is we don't try to hide nothing in Eagles Web. We try to bring it all out. I know y'all got favorite fighters and stuff like that. Y'all don't want them exposed, and y'all don't want nobody saying that. But guess what? We're going to bring them all out. I got favorite fighters, but shit, if they not doing what's right, you feel me? We bringing it out. Like, what you doing? You can't be out hiding and shit. If you're a fighter, you can't hide. We need to see you get up in there. Hey, we need the ruckus, man. Get your ass in there and throw those things. But let me finish up with y'all. Okay, the Mark Wilder that's Derek Bailey. I leave it alone. So that's Derek Bailey's friend. Y'all so say you good? Derek Bailey, we see you in here. Derek Bailey said, salute that Mark Wilder. Okay, salute to him. Derek Bailey, not today. We haven't smacked anyone yet. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So the Muggsy, what was his name? I got to go back up. Oh, Mugga. I'm about to call him Muggsy, like Muggsy Bowl. Okay, Mugga Moon. Yeah, so Mugga Moon, you got to get in touch with us somehow. If you true, I don't know. You disappeared so quick. I don't know. I got a slight suspicion that if you come back, you might not even last that long. I don't know. And don't think I'm just because I'm talking. Now, I'll miss the chat. I'll miss it because I'm talking. But you got my mods out there is not going to miss it. Believe me, they on point. They on point when you think that web just goes into the middle like that for no reason. No. That's also a site. If you ever seen a site or a target, that's a target. And the boxer just happens to be in the middle. That's the target. And my web watchers out there, they use that on you. And so don't get wrapped up. Because when we wrap you up, it's not a gift wrap. Yeah. But then Gil said he don't see nobody in the chat. Yeah, but they there. Because that's why Derek was saying what's up. Yeah, Derek Bailey. See, I had to hit live again. to see that dude at Gil Cole's. Okay, yeah. So Gil, you might have to hit live again. Yeah, so some, this old fishy ass app or YouTube. I think they monitoring me. They making sure that I don't expose too much. But like I said, I'll speak a lot of stuff is code or parables and stuff like that. Mostly code. Code is for y'all's safety. If I use any code, it's only for the safety of my chat, the ones I mess with. That's the only reason every once in a while I'll throw code up in there. And that's why I was telling y'all about. See, I remember. I was telling y'all about, that the brother was happy about Wilder losing. Yeah, because he was like, yeah, we need to get back into that huddle. And I understand that. Yeah, you need to get back into a huddle. Okay, back to the public address again. Before I finish, I'm going to finish reading out what y'all got. Y'all says I'm more or less caught up. Just like I told you about the color thing. I told my boy about that the other day too. I told him, I said, yeah, I'm comfortable with being a color. As long as you are not of color, then I'm comfortable with being colored. But just to put out just a small bit of information, just so you know who you're dealing with, that I'm not dumb when it comes to certain stuff, because I watch things and I look back the history. When you look at history, don't look at the story of history. Look at the words. In other words, don't just read the words. Look at every detail. Look at the story. Because a lot of times when they say a picture speaks 1,000 words, then let that picture speak to you. So, color. In New York, in other major cities, some of the best hotels and restaurants were actually colored owned. Now all those things have disappeared because of the color line. We had separate sports and everything else. The colored people. And the coloreds had the baseball. You ever heard of somebody named Roberto Clemente? Guess what? A lot of those Cubans actually played in the colored league. They had to. And some of them played in the white league because they had to. And my question to you, if you understand, why did some of them get to play in the white league and why did some of them have to play in the colored league? And that goes all the way across the board. So colored was not necessarily a bad thing. Matter of fact, if you did have your own stuff, you probably would live better because a lot of pressure would be off you. You wouldn't have to worry about it. Say, oh, these people, they just like me. You wouldn't have to worry about it, right? But now everywhere you go, you got to, oh, they're not like me up in here. I wonder if they accept me. See, they got to put an automatic pressure on your brain. See? But before you didn't have that. You wanted equal, but you was more than equal. Can you imagine, just think about it, if you had all the different colors of people, like even in let's say for instance baseball, since we'll stick with baseball for a second. Baseball. All the side entertainment that you could have when you have the Native Americans in there, the so-called African Americans in there, the Dominicans in there, the Puerto Ricans in there. Can you imagine what halftime or, you get to the seventh inning stretch and stuff like that? Can you imagine the entertainment they can have in between the field changing, outfield and who's up? Can you imagine what kind of entertainment we can have with all the entertainers that we have now? You imagine the spectacle that you could make it as colored people. And I'm not trying to be a separatist or nothing like that. I'm just asking, and I'm just presenting an idea that everybody hates. But I'm just saying, can you imagine, even if you had a football league that was all black, it wouldn't matter. Or not black, but colored. It would not matter. The money would be there. You say all the money's in the NFL. Who cares? They keep their money. You keep your money. You're supporting all yours, right? And then we can do something else with the money. Or could we? But I'm just saying, just imagine that. I'm trying to waken up your imagination. Just think about it. Halftime at basketball games. The colored league, where all the natives and everybody else came together, the ones that couldn't make it through the college and all that, but they were just, and the people that don't make it to college and don't make it to pros are better than the pros, right? Just think about it, we got all those people together. You imagine how exciting that league would be? Just saying. I'm not trying to separate America, but I'm just asking you to use your imagination. That's it. Yep. Y'all, Sir Hussein says, same here at Gil Coles. Thought it was just mine. Okay, Laffer. Yeah, y'all, sir, you got to hit that live again. I told you, man. Don't. If y'all come in and hit top chat or something, if I told you that should have told, when I told you that I don't see my camera, that should let y'all know. Was something, maybe something's wrong. Maybe let me refresh. Let me get back in there. No? See, that's how you got to do. But Derek Brady said, no, not familiar with him. He got his hands up like, oh, shit, I don't know, baby. Derek Brady said, yeah, can't use the wrong pronoun these days. Yeah. But I just told you, be careful when you use the word lady. When they say lady, look at them carefully, especially the neck. When they call somebody lady, look at the neck. I shouldn't even be letting that out, but, you know, I'm a bad host. Let me slap myself in the hand for that, Derek. I slapped myself in the hand. Y'all feel better about that? I slapped my own self. Don't nobody have to slap my hand. Look at Gil. Gil said, I still say that's a crow in the middle of the web. See? Why my ego got to be a crow, man? See? I'm going to time Gil's ass out. There go Gil. But then Derek Brady come back down and say that's true. Y'all stupid as I don't know what, man. I don't even know why I mess with y'all. But I mess with y'all too heavy sometimes. I don't know. Especially Gil. I mess with Gil too heavy. I'm going to have to holler at Gil. Yep. Because Gil's starting it. But let's get into this, man. This should be short, but I know y'all never want Eagle to go. But anyway, we'll try to just, you know, do a Friday wrap up. But I know I can't. It's hard. It's always hard to do a wrap up, even when we got any no matter what we do. Shit, even when I got videos or something, I got to fly through them and everything else. Man, we still be in here. If I was doing clips and doing like a great breakdown or something like that, we still end up. I can't do them justice, but shit, we still end up staying up in here. It's hard to get up out of here. But the point being today is that this is the question for you. 2 questions. 2 or 3 questions. Are the boxers today pricing themselves out of fights? Are they purposely, let's see, the other sides of, are they purposely pricing themselves out of fights? And do they have the confidence to just take on any foe that comes their way? In other words, so they're going to actually take over boxing. Answer any of those questions that you would like, and I'm going to, you know, I'm going to try to, you know, break them down a little bit far as the fighters themselves, what I really believe, and of course, some of the same characters will pop up because these characters have to pop up because these characters are always, they're mouth runners. You got a lot of fighters just mouth runners. So the question is, again, are fighters pricing themselves out? Like they just really pricing themselves out? Or are they pricing themselves fair to where, you know, they really believe, you know, I changed it up a little bit. They really believe that they deserve that money? Are they fronting about how much money they should get? Or are they really like genuine, like, you know what? I'm here to stay, baby. I'm taking over this whole boxing thing. And let's not get all the way back to, let's not get to like the real young guys, because we know that that's testosterone. They just hungry. And we've seen, you know, younger fighters get destroyed. Gil Coles does not care about a young fighter getting destroyed. You know what I mean? And here's a side note too. Here's a side note, because I know you guys is probably wondering why come Eagle didn't talk about this last chat. Okay, so the side note is that Charlo, and I'm talking about Jermall Charlo, can fight who he wants to. And I'm not trying to stick up for him, but I understand what he's doing. If he don't want to fight Benavidez, he don't have to. Because he's doing the same thing Mayweather did, though. It's just that Bernard Hopkins wanted to fight Mayweather and stuff. It's the same kind of situation, but it's even worse because you got light heavyweights wanting to fight you and stuff like that. Come on now. Huh? This fight in your, see, you guys are making it's, and then that's why the title, The Money. It's about the money. The reason it's about the money is because you guys want money no matter what. You guys want money no matter what. You want money. So you don't care that you have to fight certain people. I don't care. As long as I get that paper, I don't care who I fight. No, you can't fight somebody that's 3 or 4 divisions lower than you. It doesn't work that way. You got to stick in your league, beat up people that's on your your same level. You understand? But they don't want to. They don't want to just beat up people on their level. I'm gonna drop down. But you're not really dropping down, because I would say this: if Benavidez drops down to like 154, 160, he's probably gonna get demolished. He's not gonna have no power. Really, he's gonna lose. If you lose that much, because he has to lose. He's gonna lose more muscle mass than he's gonna lose fat. Y'all don't believe that, huh? Because when you weigh a certain amount and you have to lose weight at a certain speed, that's usually what happens. Is he gonna lose a whole lot of strength? Yeah. But I don't see one answer to my question. To none of my questions. And I know y'all don't be paying attention, so can you repeat the questions again? So that's what we're on today. We're on this whole money thing, and we don't care about the money. I'm not bringing it up because I care about the money. I'm bringing it up because you fighters care about the money. And we know all these fighters aren't worth every dime that they ask for. If you think these fighters are worth every dime that they ask for, you have no business being in here. If you think they deserve every dime that they ask for, because it's a front. This is what I used to get. I'm a champ now, so my pay should go up 10 times the amount. Nah, get your ass out of here. Because we still looking at, who you going to fight. Yep. Testing is, am I still here? I don't even know if I'm still there. I don't see none of my web. I don't see Derek to the Bailey. So D to the Bailey usually would have responded by now. But I don't see no response. It looks like I'm on. No. Yeah, Eagle sitting around. And gotta wait. Gotta wait on his people. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Hmm? Okay, that's what I kind of fell behind, I think, on okay, they still say they hear me. I'm not saying that, Gil. Gil says, who am I to say what a boxer feels like they're worth? Okay, so we're not here to say, I'm not saying that you have to say what a boxer feel like he's worth. Okay, a boxer, but the question, let me break it down even a little bit more, is holding us up as being fans, Gil. Our point is holding up the fights because you're saying that you're worth X amount of dollars. We all want to feel like we're worth a certain amount of money. Okay, let me ask y'all a simple question. Put up a 1 if you feel like the money that you make at work. Put up a 1 if you feel like you're worth more money than the money that you make at work. So I'll be able to close it. Watch. Just watch. Okay, we're going to see. We're going to see right now. We're going to see right now. Watch. I'm just going to say this. I asked you a question already. Okay, is that the question right now? Okay, I know you guys are a little bit behind, but let's see. How many people that's in the audience right now How many of y'all feel like you're worth more than what you get paid? Or are you one of those type, oh, I'm getting what I deserve? Who feels like I'm just getting what I deserve? And if you feel like you just getting what you deserve, put up a 2. If you feel like, oh, I'm getting what I deserve, that's all I deserve. Put up a 2. And then we're gonna get to the reason I'm doing this, the reason I'm asking you, the reason I'm doing this right now. So 3 of us feel like we deserve more money. The rest of us, anybody else who's joined the chat or into the chat, don't feel like they deserve any money at all. They don't feel like they deserve more money or less money. They're just cool because they banking like that. Oh, I make a lot of money. I don't need no more money. If you make that much money, you and Eagles wear, put that up too. Put up a 3. If you just make so much money, well, I don't need a dime more. I'm cool. I'm set. If you set like that, where you just sitting back right now, and we can't see you, just smoking cigars right now, and drinking champagne all day, every day when you get home, then put up a 3. I mean, y'all sort of said I work for myself, but I would like more money. You put up a 1. So it's 4 of us. So 4 of us think our worth is more. That we should get more, right? Okay, so let's look back. Look back. Let's flip it. Now let's flip it. Now let's say we got boxers looking at us. Now you got a boxer, Boxer X, because I don't want to put no real names. But anyway, so Boxer X is looking at Gil Coles and looking at Derek Bailey, looking at Yasser Hussein, looking at their resume. He's just looking at them. And he's looking at how much they make and how much they, how much the most they made and all that. And so the boxer's telling you, oh, well, nah, he don't deserve that. Or you might have another boxer Y, say, yo, yeah, I can see them getting so much more. But then again, how much more do you think the boxer's going to say that you should make, Gil? Okay. So this is the next question for you. So, but except for Yasser, I don't know. Yasser might want to say if he wants to. So if you get salary, okay, and I don't care. Don't be feeling like selfish and shit like that. Don't feel like, oh no, I'm being too greedy. Nah, be as greedy as you want to. So if you get salary, if you're on salary, give me a number for your salary that would be comfortable for you, that you would like to have. Give me if you're salary. Now, if you're hourly, don't tell me how much per hour. But just give me a number that says how much more per hour, like say you would like at least half time. So put like 1/2, half as much more money. So say, for instance, you're making $70 an hour. So now you want half more, 50% more. Oh yeah, put a percentage. So 50% more. So that means you would make $105 an hour. So do that for me. So if you're on salary, so get what I'm saying. On salary, just put a multiple. Like I would like to make, on salary, I like to make at least, half more. If you're on hourly, put down what you would like to make more. Because I want to put it in perspective. Okay, Gil, I understand that. Gil, don't miss out. Stay with me, son. Hey, stay with me, sir. Gil said, man, I'm lost. He said these fighters need to make the most they can get. Okay, there we go. But we're talking about us right now. We're being selfish. F a fighter right now. Because right now we're being selfish. We're talking about us. So if it's yours, if you salary, give me how much more you need. A half times more on your salary? Can somebody tell Gil Coles, Derek Bailey, can you tell Gil Coles the salary? Can you tell him that? See, that's what I'm saying. This makes it's kind of an easy discussion because that's why I asked Derek Bailey. Derek Bailey, tell him where the pay scale comes from for fighters. Where's the pay scale come from? Where's the pay scale? Who controls the pay scale? For the basic pay scale, who controls that? Gil, we're not into their money like that. The discussion is about their money, but it's not. He said, man, give me 60-40. Okay, so you want 60%. So out of what you want 60% more than what you're getting right now? God dang, Gil. Or 6/4? Because I told you that if your salary, that's six, it's either a percentage or so 6/4. That's a lot. That's more or less like one. What is that, y'all? Is that 1.5? Gil want 1.5 times what he gets now. God dang. That's a lot of money, baby. See? But they have their own pay scale, Gil, already. They have a pay scale that's in place. It's already in place, their pay scale. So their basic pay scale is in place. But what I'm saying is just, is it realistic? Y'all, Sir Hussein, even for you, is it realistic that just overnight your pay is going to go up 10 times the amount? 10 times. Is that realistic? Now, of course, we want you fighters to fight. We want you to get paid what you deserve. We want you to get paid. Well, I don't want you to get paid what you want. There's a difference. There has to be, there is a limit. There's going to be a limit. You're not going to make the same. And see, we're still stuck in that whole Mayweather thing because everybody thinks that they the new Mayweather. You're not going to make but so much money. If they squeeze all the juice they can out of that orange, and that orange being the dollars, if they squeeze every cent out of there, then there's a maximum. Everybody follows that. There's a maximum amount that you can get out of there. You can't just throw a number out. Derek Bailey, you can't just throw a number out. Like Derek Bailey, he makes 1.5 million a year. So he can't just, Derek Bailey just can't say, you know what? I know the company, okay, say for instance, it's a $50 million company. So they make like 50 million, they pay all the employees. I think he's top dog, you know what I'm saying? So he's like CFO. Okay, I got to look up for my people. I got to give him something, a great title. So he's CFO. He get 1.5, right? But let's say he wants to squeeze it. I want to squeeze. I need to get more than that. So now Derek Bailey wants 15. Now we're talking profit, loss, and everything else, right? I want 15. Who has to take the squeeze if Derek Bailey gets 15 if he's already at 1.5? Who has to take the squeeze? Does that orange have enough? Or is that orange going to fold? Y'all know what an orange looks like when it folds, right? When the outside of it, when the peel, when it folds, it is not recognizable no more, right? You know it's an orange because you see it's white. You see the little orange veins on the inside, but it's not recognizable as a regular orange, right? So Derek Bailey said, no, I got to get that 15, baby. I got to have it. Does Derek Bailey deserve that, and who has to take that pinch? And another question, here we go. We already know as cheap as Bob Arum is because Bob Arum has always been on the dirt side. Like, I got to protect my money interest. I need all the money. So is it realistic if you have somebody that's promoting you like that? Because we got to look at all sides. You can demand the money, but we got to look at all sides. Well, who's your promoter? Are you promoting yourself? Now, if you're promoting yourself and you think you deserve 20 million, then you should be able to promote yourself to get to 20 million. Right? But if you with somebody like Arum, can Arum have any fighter right now that's going to make 15 million a fight? In your opinion, do you think that after we already have researched his ass? Remember, we already researched the dirt that he does already. So is that something that we can expect, or is that something that's unexpected? Like, you can't expect that out of him, huh? If a skunk is in trouble, can you and he feels like he's in danger from you, do you feel like he's not going to spray you and you going to stink? Do you feel like he's not going to spray you and he's in danger? Shit. Arum is going to spray you. You both going to stink. And then the stink doesn't wear off because everybody starts seeing how you stink behind him. And that's more or less a parable, and and that's only for people that can get it. Yoko's Eagle Web saying, I ain't paying y'all ish. I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying. Kill Coles. That's why his name is Coles. He cold, man. He Kill Coles said, I ain't paying nobody nothing. F y'all. Y'all can't get nothing. It won't go up that much overnight. But would be nice, though. Hey, there you go. Y'all start crying about it. Yeah. Y'all start saying, I work for myself, but shit, it'd be nice if I got 10 times the amount I usually get. There you go. Look at Derek Bailey. Derek Bailey dirty. He on the dirt side. That's what I was expecting, though, Derek Bailey. I know that's what has to happen. I'm not saying that you the one, because you're the financial officer, so you don't have to fire him. But you need to get paid. Derek Bailey said the employees after I fire them, that's who pays. Derek Bailey said, I need my money. Yeah. I hear you, brother. He said, I need that. Hey, I need that bank. Eagle then put it out there. My imagination get going. Hey, Derek Bailey, somebody got to go so you can they can release your check, huh? Y'all start crying. He said that Derek Bailey crying. Derek Bailey, he said Aram don't want to pay anyone. And then yes, that's the whole thing. So when we say it, when we talk about it, we gotta talk about it like grown folk. See? And the grown folk way is we got to look at the different sides. We can't just say, oh, the fighter wants that. Oh, wait, hold up a minute. Are you in a position to ask for that money? See, I put Derek Bailey in a position, maybe not to get the 10 times his salary, but I put him in a position where he can demand a salary more than, let's say, for instance, of myself. So I'm under Derek Bailey. And I'm just an hourly wager, right? And I give myself a modest, I give myself a modest $30 an hour. Okay, so I make $30 an hour for Derek, and most of the employees make, 20 something, 30, whatever. So I make that. So for my demand, just think about the same thing. I'm not saying he gonna get the 15 per year, but what's the chances of him getting 15 per year? It's pretty low. But what's the chances of me getting? I put myself at 30. So what's the chances of me getting 300 per hour working for Derek? I mean, Derek, the financial officer. And so that shit go by him. He got to look at that. Wait, hold on, the secretary. He said, wait, let me see that. Eagle, pumped Eagle. He's down to human resources quick, or administration, right? He over administration quick. Look at, wait, hold on. Let me go over to the administration building. I'm sitting here signing checks. Wait, well, how Eagle then hopped up? We usually giving him, per week. Per week he usually like $1,200, minus tax. His gross usually $1,200 even, because we don't give him overtime because we pay him enough as it is. And then all of a sudden I come through and they see a $12,000 and he's signing off on checks for $12,000. Wait, hold on a minute. See, Derek gonna be like, huh? You getting $12,000 a week now? We're gonna have to go see about it. Yeah, Derek made it again. He said, Aram said Lopez ain't worth no money either. God dang, see? And if your promoter say you ain't worth no money, then that's it. At least I had to fight with Derek a little bit. Or at least I got paid once though, right? Right, Derek? At least I got paid once before that shit hit your desk, right? Before it hit Derek's desk, at least I got paid at least one time off of it. Before Derek came and said, hell to the no. Now, if he get his, I need mine. And we're gonna have to start chopping next. So Derek gonna chop next. So Lopez, if you want like a big raise, then you're gonna have to change your surroundings to get that raise. Bud Crawford, if you want that big raise, you're going to have to change your surroundings to get that raise. I can't say that about Earl because Earl is not under no Aram and stuff like that. But anybody, if you're around certain promoters and stuff, then you're going to have to get your ass from around those promoters in order for you to get a raise. Even Tank. Tank, you're popular enough to have your own like promotion. So if you want that raise, then hey, you're gonna have to cut ties. So the whole discussion, see, we went all the way around in different ways that we had to, but the discussion is the people around you keep you from getting the raise that you need. And so what's gonna have to happen is these fighters are going to have to cut ties in order to get their raise. And we know it's hard. Now, I want Derek Bailey and the rest of them, I want them to know, because I want them to be noted that I work hard for them. I work super hard. I work 10 times harder than anybody. So that way I deserve. But then again, if there's another company looking out, or if the work that I'm doing, I know that I can do what he's doing on a smaller scale, then I need to cut ties with Derek, because Derek Bailey is looking over my shoulder, and he's like, no, I can't just. He might deserve that, but his pay is getting too close to, getting too close to mine, even though it's a fraction. You know what I mean? But it's getting too close to mine. I can't have him making that, because that's quite a bit for him to be making. And so Derek don't want that. Derek like, no, he up to like a half. He up to like about 600,000 a year. I can't have him making that. I'm at 1.5. You know what I mean? And he's just an employee. So that's the discussion really, is that we have to, they have to break the ties. And we got to stop falling into what they deserve. Oh, he deserved that. I'm not into their money and nothing like that. We got to stop that shit. And we got to look at it to, okay, well, how could you, let's look at it to help the fighters, because this is our sport too, right? So let's look to help the fighter. So we can help the fighter get that kind of money he wants. Now, if we're not seeing it, then they probably not going to see it. Because we're looking from the outside. Okay, let's see how he can make the money. How much he been making? Okay, how much he made out of his career? Okay, so who's his promoter? Okay, what is he doing to promote himself? Is he just showing pictures of himself and just celebrating, holding up? Is he putting ducks on top of his head? What is he doing? Is he just looking silly? Or is he looking serious? Is he in that dark alley talking about, yeah, I want all the smoke. Y'all pay me my money. Y'all come see what I do to my next person, the next fighter I fight. Is he doing that, or is he just throwing numbers out? Oh, well, I think I deserve 10. Or I think I deserve 20 or 15. Come on. Get the hell out of here with that, man. You're dealing with grown folks in here. You're not dealing with grown folks in a lot of other chats. They're not going to discuss it the way that we discuss it. Because all they're going to say is how much somebody deserves. They're not going to say why they deserve it or nothing like that. But Gil said they should just get, they should get what they want or whatever. But you can't. It doesn't work that way. You ain't gonna just get what you want. And it's not gonna be up to me. It's damn sure ain't gonna be up. It's not gonna be up to me. But guess who it really is up to? See, it's like a contradiction. I can say it's not up to me, Derek Bailey, but is it up to me? Yes, it is. It's up to me is being somebody who patronizes the fights. But how do you get my money out of my pocket, Derek Bailey? And how do I get your money out of your pocket? You see? I cannot get the money out of your pocket. And yes, I'm clever enough. Or I'm witty enough. Or I'm charming enough. Or whatever. There's a lot of measures to it. Mesmerizing, or just, I'm letting you know, hey, I'm on that stand, baby. I'm on that championship stand. I can't wait to give my money. See, that's what you want. You want the fans to be like, I can't wait to give my money away to watch you. Question. Which fighter is available to us right now that we can't wait to pay to see fight? Or are we on the stand where we're like, if he fights him, I'm gonna pay to watch it? Which one is it? Do we have a fighter right now that we can't wait to pay for, no matter who he fights? See, I'm trying to bury this. Hopefully I'm doing a good job with shovels and shit and picks and everything else, so we can bury this whole thing with these fighters. And I know some of you fighters come up in here and y'all might not give thumbs down, but y'all every once in a while, somebody told y'all to come in here and you want to hear the discussion. But this is for your ass too. This is the discussion. Because I happen to know that certain people bring their ass through here every once in a while. There's certain people, I'm not in specific, but I know certain people come through just to see. Because they have visited us before and they said some things. See? See, now it's quiet kept. Now nothing. Right? I'm waiting to see a name out here. D to the Bailey or Yasser. Give me a name. Who you dying to see? Like, damn, I don't care who he fight. I want to go see that. Who? And I'm gonna tell you. And the thing is, and he does exist, and I am going to tell you. Soon as y'all throw some names out there, and then so we can kill this whole thing. Hopefully this is dead. If it still starts crawling around after our discussion, then we'll shoot it. We'll shoot it in the back of the head again, because we'll just take another step up. Yeah. So I'll sit here and I'm gonna wait. Let me clear this thing up again, because sometimes this shit it's been acting stupid today. But let me just make sure. But I want somebody. I need somebody to give me the name. You know what I mean? Somebody just give me the name. And we'll cut it short today. We'll cut it short. We'll get you guys out of here. This is our shortest discussion for the whole week on the rap. So we'll wrap it up. We'll do the short thing, because I know a lot of you lovers out there. Y'all gotta get ready for this Sunday, right? Is it Sunday? That's a perfect day, huh? Off day. There's gonna be a lot of people calling in sick Monday. But yeah, I see y'all gotta get out there, huh? Yeah, because this is the 12th. I think it's 14th, Valentine's Day. 14th. Yeah. I'm waiting. Y'all give me a name. If there is no name, tell me, hey, there ain't no name. But if there is a name, give me a name. But I know there is a name. But we're going to see. Once I give you the name, you're going to be, oh, yeah. But then you'll see what happens. Just go ahead. Give me a name. Yeah, ego always be on top, man. Y'all should already know, man. We be killing the discussion. The way we kill the discussion is because of the way we talk about the discussion. Is that I'm not trying to just talk and not pay attention to what's going on in the chat just because I want to say something. You feel me? A lot of people want to do that. They just want, I'm the host. And no, but it's interactive today, which is cool. It's interactive, so that way it don't sound. It's not just like a monologue or something like that. Yeah. And that's surprising that you put down Porter. No matter who Porter fights, even though he's suspect personality, I don't know if I would actually pay to see Porter fight just anybody. No matter who he fights, I want to see it. But it could be in the discussion. I'm going to put it that way. It could be in the discussion. And so we'll wait. I'll wait for one more, Derek Bailey. Give me another one. If nobody else wants to respond, give me another one. Porter could actually be in the discussion. He can actually be in there. I don't know, not because of just the name, Showtime. But he could actually be in the discussion because he brings a fight. He will come and fight. But my point being is that at no cost, at just any cost. But that's for you too, though, because you're saying that you would pay to see Porter no matter what. But you have some people that they don't really care to see Porter. And me, I would watch some of Porter's fight. I'm not going to disrespect Porter to the point where I'm just like, nah, I would never see he garbage, nothing like that. No, I'm not going to say it like that. But here's the person. I mean, because I don't know if you're writing somebody else down or not, but I'm going to tell you the person. And it may pop in before I even give it to you. But the person that I know that demands a crowd right now, and he probably shouldn't. Now, I would pay to see EJ. That's one I would pay to see EJ. But here's the person that really, no matter what, this is the person that is going to demand whatever and get whatever and get our attention, even if you think he's not. You're going to, then the reason you're going to do it is a different reason, because you're going to do it out of curiosity or you're going to do it out of another reason, and that's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. But should Mike Tyson even be in the conversation? No. And how did he become so popular to where he can demand what he wants? How did he become so popular? Because he's actually done more than any of these fighters has ever can ever dream of doing. And he has a lot of black marks on his record. A lot. That a lot of the people don't even talk about. Right? Wasn't there some assaults and all kinds of stuff, right? But he's still just that popular, right? After all the negative stuff that he's been through and all the negative stuff that he's done, he still is a draw. So these new fighters, like, they have more of an outlet, or they should have had more than an outlet. But guess what they did? I'm not saying they exactly was conscious of what they did, but think about it. They have let him build up another forum. He was completely out of the loop, but now he's done built up another forum. He does like the podcast and everything else, right? He done built up another forum. Now he's taking over your fans and everything else while you're arguing about how much money you deserve. Now, but you have to outshine him now. Dumb. Present day fighters should not have to outshine a past generational fighter. Yeah. But he has changed, like I said, he has changed his whole persona to make himself lovable and not just likable with people. And so that way, since he's done that, he's taken on a greater audience. And he has something that is in common with the new people. And when I say the new people, I mean, the people just growing up, getting into the different sports and getting into different personalities. One thing he does that a lot of people love, and I'm against smoking, is he smokes, he smoked that green stuff, the bud. He smoked bud. And I'm not saying he smokes bud. Well, if they fought, he would smoke bud. But he smoked that bud. And people like that. Oh, he smoked bud and he's still athletic and all that. I can smoke bud. See, I'm not saying that's always a great message. But we're talking about dollars and cents here. So if people do certain stuff, they can gain dollars and cents. Right? And so he's gaining dollars and cents by doing his podcast and other stuff. He made himself more relevant again. Because for a time nobody wanted to be around him at all. He made himself to that point, like nobody could stand being around him. But he got back on stage, he did a show, and then from there on he just kept taking steps and steps forward. Look at that. See? And that's what makes it even worse. And see, Derek Payne put it all out there. He said he was never greedy. He said, yeah, Mike reinvented himself. There you go. And he eat mushroom too. Look at that. Do all the stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing. They can still become popular and make the money that he need to make. Making more money than any of them. Conor McGregor cannot generate the money that Mike Tyson can. And now that Conor McGregor went completely out, now that he got beat up again, he's more or less through. He probably can still got a fan base, can probably still come back and do something, but more or less he's through. You're through, dude. You're through. That's what it is. You're done. You're done, son. Can't take losses like that and then come back. But yeah. So in other words, Derek Bailey and whoever else that's responding, Derek Bailey's usually my last respondent in here, and then Gil pops back in later or something like that. Y'all sir, I don't even know. Y'all sir just disappears sometimes. He'll be in the conversation and I'll still be talking to him. He just disappears. But yeah, to do a whole turnaround and come back. Matter of fact, it doesn't even take, like for Gil always likes to bring up Keith Thurman. It doesn't take years and years. Keith Thurman, you could reinvent yourself to where Earl don't hate you. Because you're probably not going to get a fight with Earl. But Earl will be up to 154 before you even try to get a spot. And if it's true that you was hating and you try to block the Ugas and all that, come on, get out of here. That's what's killing your career. You know what I mean? You got to oversell yourself to get something. You killed it. And then Danny, haven't heard anything about Danny at all. Danny Garcia, you guys, every time you guys fight Earl, you guys get so quiet down and humbled and shit. Even Sean Porter then got humbled because he knew about Earl Spence. He said Earl Spence. He knows what Earl Spence is. Because if he didn't, he would never took that knockdown. If he didn't know what Earl Spence was about. And Danny would have came out throwing hands if he didn't think Earl had it. Because they was all banking on the Ferrari knockout. Or the Ferrari got a knockout, I'm gonna get one. I'll see you down there, y'all sir. Y'all sir Hussein said I'm here. Okay. You just had got so quiet, brother. I didn't know that you had got so quiet up in here. But yeah, the whole money discussion, that's not our discussion. But if we're going to be a side of it, because we are the money too, so if we're going to be a side of that discussion, let's cover all of it. If you're not in a position, if you don't know somebody that's going to back you, or your camp, or your team, your financial team, you know what I mean, your promoter and all that, if they can't get you that kind of money, stop asking for shit that's impossible. Because we just brought to reality, even ourselves in our own personal lives, that we can't just step up and ask for so much amount of money. Of course, I would like to have the 10 times the amount that I make now, of course. But when you're a person that's thinking good things because I'm not thinking mansions and greed, I'm thinking of help. When you're that type of person, you're not going to get that kind of money. The people that deserve I'm just saying, I'm not saying that the people that make the money don't deserve it when you make a high money, but a lot of people that deserve money because of their mind of what they would actually do with it, they'll never get it because they're looking at doing something that's too positive. It's like, no, that's way too positive. And in today's societies, they don't want to have that. We can't have you doing too much. You know what I mean? So, but I don't want nobody in here. I don't want nobody thinking because I missed Charlo last time that I wasn't looking at the whole situation. You know what I mean? It might have slipped past me, but you always got to go back to the situation. And even though this is what I think. This is my opinion about the whole Charlo thing. As Charlo is thinking, you know what? Why should I, grace somebody by moving up to fight them so they can get paid? Because when you shoot your own self in the foot, and more or less that's what Benavidez did. When you kill your own pay opportunities, don't look for somebody to bail your ass out. And even though we hungry because we fans, like, oh yeah, that'd be a good fight and all that, yeah. But regardless if he beats you or you beat him or whatever, we know that you killed your own self. And Charles they've been staying afloat by, doing the things that they need to do. I haven't heard of them missing weight or getting popped and all this shit. You got all these fighters, see, this doing shit like getting popped and all that. And it just don't work when you don't have that popularity. You can't do it. If you got a lot of popularity, you can get popped. Because remember, I brought up the whole thing with the Pete Rose. See, it depends, man. It depends. If you touching pockets that you shouldn't touch, then you're probably going to be in trouble for a long time. If you touching nerves that you shouldn't touch, and speaking and going back to the James Toney, then you probably you're going to be the one that regret it. You know what I mean? So it depends. It's pockets, it's emotions, it's a lot of things involved with this. Are we at the side where we can negotiate to get the money out to these fighters that think they deserve this money? No. but we're still the money, and we got to pay for that shit. You see? But if your side cannot financially back you, then stop asking for shit that you cannot be financially backed with. You see what I mean? If I can't, I see you down there, D-Lo 404, salute to you. Yeah, but if you cannot be financially backed, then stop asking for it. Of course we want to all see it. But if you can't be financially backed, if you got somebody in on your team like an Aram, you're not gonna make that kind of money. Because Aram he's old, and when I say old, nobody ever becomes old, but you guys know what I'm talking about. He's old to the point he's gonna be set in his way. He's telling people the truth, and when he's telling the truth, he's telling how I've always been this way. That's what he's saying. I've always been this way. That's what he's telling you. I've always been this way. I'm not gonna change. I am not releasing any of this money like you want me to do. So you're not gonna get the money out of them. You're not gonna pry the money out of them. So the best way whatever you gotta do, I don't care what fighters he has, they have to pry, they have to pay. And see, I never get an argument when I say that Bud makes so much money that he should pay his way out of the contract. Nobody, he's so far into the contract now, he should be able to pay his way out, right? See, but nobody ever agrees or disagrees. They just get quiet. Everybody gets quiet. But fighters demanding 10 times the amount that they've ever made. You can't. And your team's with it. Like I said, Mike Tyson is getting more money than all of y'all. An exhibition fighter. Come on now. Why? Because he knows people. He got the financial backing, and he has that draw, that appeal, even though he smoked. And like Derek said, he do the shrooms and everything else. He can still demand and get this money. Y'all can't. You youngsters can't get this money. Get this money, baby. You can't go get it. So stop asking. And yes, you clear your whole team out. And yes, you think that your Instagram people you talk to your Instagram people and see if they want you to promote your own self and how many is going to back you up. If you got millions of followers and you ask them, because you're asking for the raise from us, right? So you ask your millions of followers if you separate, will they support you and come see you? Okay, let's say you got millions of followers. So millions, think about it. Even if you have 1 million, let's do the simple math. 1 million followers, then they tell you, oh yeah, we're gonna be right there for you. Do you trust them, first of all? Okay, let's say for instance it's true that you can trust them. Okay, so now you got 1 million, right? Even if your pay-per-view, all y'all gonna be at my pay-per-view, right? Yes, we'll all be. All 1 million of us is gonna order the pay-per-view. Okay, so your pay-per-view is what, $79.99. How much money just generated just from that? Not even commercials or nothing else. That's 80 million, right? So 80 million. So now can you demand 10 million? Hell yeah. Can you demand 20 million? Yes, you should be able to. All that. Especially if that was on pre-sales. Way before the fight. A month before the fight. 2 months before the fight. You see what I mean? Now you're good. But if you can't generate none of that, then stop asking for the money. If you can't generate that. Because we got to stop acting like these fighters are so popular if they can't stand alone. If they need somebody behind them to promote them and shit, then they can't. They're not a bigger draw as you think they are. If they can't stand alone, they're not. Yeah. Because you had fighters in the past that stood alone. You had different sports where a certain superstar, hey, I got to have the gate. Even when you talk about old baseball players, what we bring up every once in a while, Satchel Paige, right? Satchel Paige, more or less was the face of baseball in the so-called colored league, right? He was getting X amount of the gate. So whoever came through there, set their ass down, he was getting that money. Sugar Ray Robinson, he was getting that money. So If you're that popular, and today you can put yourself out there more than they could, but can you put yourself out there talent-wise like they did? So it's different ways, you know what I mean? Yeah. But D'Lo said at this point, he said Bud may as well finish out the contract. And I'm in agreements with you. Yeah. I agree with you. But I have to put like a little asterisk by my agreement because it's like, damn, dude, if you got the money, just get out, man. Just do something. And because we're talking, the discussion is about the popularity of these fighters. In order for them to make that kind of money, that we shouldn't even be discussing. But D'Lo, I don't like to have him in that slave contract in the first place, no matter what. I just don't like for him to be in that position, regardless of how much time he got left. When you got somebody telling you that you ain't worth shit, then what are you worth? How do you make your worth more when the person is supposed to be backing you telling you that you ain't shit? How could you make anybody else feel like you worth something? And after a while, you're going to feel like that yourself. Well, I guess I ain't worth shit. Think about it. Yeah, I think it's down to, Bud is down to like 2 fights. I hope he still ain't at 3. But he got to get 2 in, I think, before October, right? That's some fighting. He got to have one every 5 months. Every 4 months. You got to have a fight every 4 months. But he's going to have some big fights. You can't just fight anybody if you... How you going to just fight anybody? How you going to fight anybody when... Okay, we take it a step further. How you going to fight anybody when your promoter said you ain't shit? Explain that one. Somebody explain that to me. If your promoter said you ain't worth my money, you costing me money. Somebody let me know, what do you have to do when your promoter said you ain't nothing, you cost me money? What do you have to do? I want to hear this from y'all. What do you have to do? Derek Bay said, but it's okay with it though. He said he makes $3 million a fight. He's good, but he got his hands up at the same time. He good. Okay, he good with it. And that's you showing no greed. But come on, man, we in the money world right now. $3 million. And he support, how many people he support? We don't even know. We're not in it to his finances like that. I'm quite sure I'm quite sure he financially takes care of more than just his immediate family. And that's hard on that. That's hard on any kind of money. It's almost like when you got an outside family. See? Yeah. Let me see what D'Lo got. Because D'Lo 404 came back and he said the problem for Bob is that he has to pay Bud his guaranteed purse, but don't want to pay his opponents much lately. But we covered Bob way back during the Hagler time, and Bud is not any different than when it comes to Antia Firmo. When it comes to Bob, both of them, is Bob has always been pay me, and y'all should know that, Derek Bailey, that Bob has always been pay me. Let me ask you a simple question. Bob's been in it so long. Do you think Bob is going to take a hit? Think about it, Derek Bailey. Do you think Bob is really going to take a hit if he's always been that type of codo person? Codo, codo, that's Espanol. That means tight with the money. If he's always been tight with the money, you think he's really taking hits like he acting like he's taking hits? Think about it, y'all. Come on now. Give that old man some credit. That old man is not taking hits like y'all think he's taking. Yep, I see what you wrote though, D-Lo. You said poor Bob's profit margin ain't what it used to be, huh? He laughing out loud. Yeah, but that's how we could say that because we could listen to him and we could believe that. But do you think Bob is not getting his money? Come on now, Bob is not. Old school people that's been around that long is not gonna not get their money. You could best believe that. He would have sold that contract so quick. If he wasn't getting no money off Bud, that contract would have been gone. Don't you let that little miser trick you. Don't let that little miser trick you. That's why we grown folk. It's because grown folks ain't gonna fall for that stupid shit. We not falling from no okie from Bob. Bob, you can tell us that shit, but Bob, you full of you know what. You're lying your ass off to us, Bob. You're lying. You're getting some money. You're going to make us think, make everybody feel bad for you. Oh, Bob ain't getting that money he used to get. Bob got a bank full of money. Ain't nobody working that long. What, Bob, in his 80s? Ain't nobody working that damn long in boxing and not have no money as a promoter. Come on. Come on now. You got top rank and you ain't got, get out of here. Everybody trying to believe that. Yep. Yeah, Ray had his own shit. I see down at the bottom, he said I was reading how Sugar Ray never trusted Aaron. But Ray never worked with promoters. That's it. That's the topic right there, Derek Bailey. Lopez. Crawford. You guys stand alone, right? Then if you're a lone wolf, take your ass up and be lone. See, but I know, and Derek Bailey knows, and everybody else that's in here knows that Bob Arum, if you think about it, Bob Arum is not losing his damn money. He might be losing his damn mind, but he's not losing his damn money. And I know I don't allow his name to even be brought up in here, but the topic got that we had to display this topic today, or we had to discuss this topic today, is because you get all these flashes of people wanting so much money and this and that and blah blah blah. Well, I don't want to hear it. Get your ass in there and fight. If you're not degenerated, because think about it, you're your own advertisement and everything else. If you got to reinvent yourself, then come back and reinvent yourself. Have a commercial done. Shit, you can do a YouTube commercial. Just do a commercial so it can get out there that you reinvented. I'm more focused. Just do a whole thing where you just rebirth. You come through, I'm reinvented. I'm coming back. I'm knocking people out. I'm taking names. I'm the new Marvin Hagler up in here. Just do something. Because your promoter is lying and saying that you costing him money, because the only reason a promoter can do that to a fighter is because that fighter don't have the knowledge. That's the only reason. Because if somebody was promoting me, I have to know the numbers and shit. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm gonna tell them? I say, you a MF Live, man. We getting enough money. I'm bringing in money. What you need to do is put some more money on my scale. You need to put some more gold on my scale. Put some more gold up over here so we can take this thing forward. But these fighters aren't. They just happy to be here. And it's nothing worse than having a fighter just happy to be there. I don't want you to just be happy to be there. You know what I mean? It's not ours for as fans. But even though we pay, it's not ours. It's up to you. You make us want to buy the ticket. You make us want to buy it. But if you're not going to make us want to buy it, then we ain't buying it. We're reluctant sometimes. The only reason a lot of people is buying the ticket is because ain't shit else on. Think about it. If you buying the ticket because ain't nothing else on, then that's a problem for that fighter. That's a problem. The only reason I bought it because wasn't nothing else on. No, that's not a good reason. Because remember back in the day, and when I say back in the day, I'm not saying 100 years ago, but just remember back. Then when fights came out, just think about this. When fighters came out and when fights came out, guess what you were doing? You were discussing with other people about the fight, even though it hasn't transpired yet. You see what I mean? You was always, oh yeah, this fight's come on, man. I can't wait to see this fight. Man, Matter of fact, sometimes you would actually put a schedule up on the refrigerator. You put that shit in your phone. You put it everywhere and make sure you ain't gonna miss that fight. Now it don't even matter if you miss a fight because you just replay it. But some fights now you have to see. Which fight do you actually need to see live? Name a fight that you have to see live if it happens. If it happens, name me a fight that you have to see live, and then we'll get out of here. I'm gonna see if I have anybody who wants to name a fight. I'm gonna see if I can agree with them. Just name a fight that we have to see. We got to see this one live. Yep. Derek Beatty said Americans don't haggle like in other countries. They take whatever price. This here you go, take this. Okay. They on that okay, I'll accept everything. Okay, but just give me a fight, y'all. Let y'all go for the weekend, man. But we'll get back at it, man. I'm not saluting right now, but I'm just letting y'all know. That's a good fight right there. I like that. Bud versus EJ would be a good to see live. I probably have to, yeah, I would have to see that one live. Some fights I don't have to see live. There's a lot, believe me, there's a lot of fights out there that you don't have to see live. That's a good one to see live. I'm gonna take it a step back a little bit. I'm gonna step it down because everybody keeps boosting this fighter up. But I would say that Boots versus Ugas, I would love to see that live. I think that would be an actual interesting fight. I think that would be more interesting than what people would think it is, because you got to see what will Boots do to handle somebody like Ugas. And I know Gil thinks that Ugas is a garbage fighter, that he just, he's just a holder. He's just holding the belt. He's not a belt keeper. But we don't have too many belt keepers. Everybody done lost their belt. We ain't got too many belt keepers. All the belt keepers is like the main belt keeper is hiding his ass off, and that's Canelo. Oh, I'm a belt keeper, but you ain't fighting nobody. You scared you giving people like short notices. I'll fight you, but I'm only gonna give you such an get out of here. You ain't tricking nobody. You know what I mean? You're not tricking nobody. They always think they tricking us. Oh, I got them. Y'all can't pull the wool over everybody's eyes, man. We see what y'all doing. We see what y'all doing, so stop it. Stop playing with us, man. Stop playing with grown folk all the time. Stop playing with us. Yeah. I think even Bud versus Keith, because that should have already happened. Yeah, I could see that. I'm not on the fence on that. I'm more leaning to what you said, to watch that one live, but I wouldn't have to see it live. I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't like just have to. I mean, if I had other stuff to do, I wouldn't take a day off to see it. And that's not trying to be cold to them. I'm not trying to be cold to Keith or Bud, but that's not one that I would really, you know what I mean? I don't have to see it live. I don't have to. Like I said, I'm leaning, like, let's say they always talk about these splits, like 60-40. I'm 60-40 on that. I'm more 60. My 60 is whatever I have to do. I'm going to take care of that first. Yep. Derek Bay said that would be a good one also. Boots versus Ugas. If he beats the brakes off of Ugas, he is what we thought he would be. There you go. And we haven't even talked about that. The fighters that we think are going to come up. Remember we talked about the Yaka. What's his name? Yako, Taku, Yaka, something like that. But anyway, we got all these fighters that's coming up, and we're gonna see. Maybe we have to start looking at some of these new fighters, man, because you old fighters. Guess what? You guys aren't even that old. You guys aren't even really older than these new fighters. But your marketing skills suck. You guys aren't marketing yourself the right way. These new fighters are. They getting the audience and all that. They're getting people excited about them. And guess why? And see, what they did, Derek Bailey, is they slowly turned us against them. And they don't even know they slowly, see, you're still pulling for certain fighters, right? But think about it. They slowly turned us a little bit against them. They turned us over to the new fighters, over to the young fighters, right? They turned us over to the cool boys and all that. See? Right? They the one did that. The Colberts and stuff. They turned us over. Even though we are already down with them, but they making us not look at them as much. And so we are looking at the other fighters more. And that's all because they bought that shit on themselves. Yeah. Trying to serve up all these fake dishes. Now, y'all serving up fake dishes. Stop it. If y'all serving up all these fake dishes, then guess what? We're going to go with the new fighters that's coming in. And they're coming in hot. Because they coming in with they coming in with an audience. They coming in. There's no expectations. They don't have the champions. They don't have the championships and stuff like that. So they bringing in all the hype with them. And they are capable. If they listen, they can take over this whole thing. They could bring the purses back up. With just the excitement. You can't tell me the Colbert was not excited. With all the excitement, they can just take this whole thing over. If they are the goods. Like I said, anybody in here can get it. If you break off more than you could chew, guess what? We're going to get your ass up in here. Up in Eaglesware Boxing. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend out there, man. I appreciate the discussion with y'all, man. So hopefully we got somewhere with it. And don't believe in that Bob stuff, man. I don't please go back. Go back at least with. And matter of fact, they was talking about it earlier. It's not even in my chat. I saw it somewhere else where they was actually bringing up that whole thing about Bob Arum. You know what I mean? That they even had to do an inquiry about his ass when it came to, getting Marvin Hagler that championship fight. So it's not just ego that said that. So don't think it's just ego. No, it's not just ego. People know about that. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. That's right, I'm still here, but because I don't want none of the stream to get cut off, especially because Derek came in and said, "Peace, family." That's right, man. You know what it is, nothing but blessings. Yep, yep. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to catch y'all, man.